Afternoon, everyone, and greetings from the graduate school. Today, we are honoring and celebrating WKU graduate students who have been selected as outstanding graduate students by the colleges. In addition, we are also honoring the John D. Minton awardee. I will call the names of these talented students and ask the winners, faculty mentors, and leadership from the program, department, and colleges to speak a few words. We will proceed in alphabetical order of the names of the colleges. The first student that we would like to honor and recognize is Ms. Candace Bone from the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences, CEBS. She was selected as the outstanding graduate student from this college. Candace, congratulations. Would you like to share a few words with us this afternoon?
Hi, I am so honored to be chosen for this and nominated by my college. I really loved my time at WKU, and I feel like I've just learned so much and grown so much. And I'm just so appreciative of the people here and my experience so far. So thank you.
Congratulations, Candace. Would anyone from the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences speak a few words talking about Candace's talents and academic abilities?
I can speak to that. This is Dr. Carl Myers. I've been here with the school psychology program for 27 years now, and Candace is just one of the best from over all those years. She's just so sharp. She's learned so much in terms of extra things, whether it be autism evaluations or helping out with graduate level courses as a graduate assistant, and just in general, her work on her internship where she's at currently. She's just top notch and just one of the best. So.
Dr. Carl Myers, thank you so much for taking your time to be with us this afternoon and speaking of the high quality of Ms. Candace Bone. Are there other faculty, graduate program coordinators, leadership from the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences who would like to share a few words? I can't see all of them in my screen.
So this is Dr. Murphy. I'm the Dean of the College of Education and Behavioral Sciences, and I would like to offer my congratulations to Candace. And Candace, I understand your family has joined us today on the Zoom, so we're always excited. We're looking forward to next week, but I will say this, Candace, as the skills that you have learned and the applied experiences that you've had under Dr. Carl Myers' leadership and mentorship, as well as the work in the schools, specifically with students with autism, learning the skills to assess that, recognize that is very important. So too are the skills of recognizing when autism is not present. And that is a really big part of your job. And making sure that students are on the right path for services. So you are one of our exemplars when it comes to doing the right things for students and putting students first. So thank you for taking the time to really learn your craft, your skill, and serving as a future teacher leader within your own school setting, because as the school counselor, as the person who's going to work with so many teachers, your role is pivotal, and we're really proud of all that you've accomplished. And shout out to your family. We look forward to celebrating with you all next week in person.
Dean Murphy, thank you so much. I know you're super busy. It's really a great gesture to be here joining with us this afternoon and celebrating the successes of your students. As you rightly pointed out, your students make an impact in the lives of hundreds, if not thousands of students in their lifetime. And so thank you to your faculty, to your leadership, and to your staff as well for the mentorship and the excellent training that you have given to Candace. The family members, if you would like, we'll be delighted to hear from you as well. We try to be inclusive. This is a celebratory event, so feel free to share a few words if you would like.
This is Candace's mom. My name is Tanya, and her dad is here. His name is Roger. We're just tickled pink. She's a great kid. She always has been. She's a go-getter, and her heart is always with the kids. And I couldn't be more proud. I'm just so thankful that she chose WKU, and that you guys have poured your hearts into her. And I'm just without words. Honestly, I'm over here in tears. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much. We look forward to seeing both of you and your families at the commencement. So thank you so much for instilling values in Candace. And clearly you have really raised a wonderful daughter, and we are grateful for that. We are grateful that she chose WKU as a choice of post-baccalaureate degree. And thank you for all that you have done to help Candace in her career.
Thank you all more. You don't even know how much this means to me. Thank you.
Thank you for joining with us. And again, let us join in congratulating Candace for her accomplishments and recognition. Thank you all very much. We will move to the next student, who is Mr. Adam Ogle from the College of Health and Human Services. And Adam, I believe you're with us this afternoon.
I am, Dr. Kadali.
Go ahead. We'd love to hear from you, your experiences during your graduate studies here.
This is my second graduate degree at WKU, so I'm a two-time proud Hilltopper. I can't thank my fellow students, the faculty, the staff members. They've been so supportive. All of us in the health professions over the last 2 years have endured things that we never thought that we would, and then tackling a doctoral degree in the process, it was daunting at times. So thank you so much for being so supportive of us as graduate students to get through our journeys successfully. And really, I'm speechless. When I had a choice of where I pursued my DNP degree, I really didn't even have to think twice. Western was so great during my master's that it was a no-brainer for me. So thanks again.
Thank you, Dr. Ogle. Faculty mentors, graduate program coordinators, leadership from CHHS. Would you like to speak a few words about Dr. Ogle's accomplishments?
I'll speak briefly. I want to thank the faculty for the good job they did with Adam. They really got a good one here. And they're going to talk a little bit more about what he's actually done, but he's quite an impressive young man. Maura?
Thank you, Dr. Bennett. Dr. Maura Blankenship, please.
Hi, Dr. Kudali. I apologize. I didn't mean to interrupt Dr. Bennett. Adam is an exemplary student. He goes above and beyond in his professional career. He has been appointed as the registered nurse board member for the Kentucky Board of Nursing and also represents the Kentucky Nurses Association. In that role on the KBN, he's responsible for protecting the well-being of the public by the development and enforcement of state laws. So you can see by some of his work that he's very active and very committed to the nursing profession. And I know with his DNP, he's only going to continue that trajectory on impacting others.
Thank you so much, Dr. Maura Blankenship. Are there any faculty from the nursing program who joined with us? I know there is Dean Danita Kelly and Dean Tom Niabasa. If not, we'll defer to Dr. Kelly. Would you like to speak a few words?
Oh, thank you. Congratulations, Adam. And I want to share that when Adam was notified that he was selected as our outstanding graduate student, that he was very quick to compliment his faculty and for how wonderful that they have been and the education he received. And as he already mentioned, this is his second graduate degree from Western Kentucky University. And I also wanted him to know that in his materials of nomination, Dr. Blankenship certainly classified him as an emerging leader in healthcare. And Dean Boston will probably mention, but he is, as Dr. Blankenship already mentioned, he is so involved. And so we're just proud to call you one of our own. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I would just like to follow up and offer congratulations as well, and to share a few of the accolades that Dr. Blankenship shared in her letter, because I think you all deserve to learn a little bit more about Mr. Ogle. So he's a student in our Doctor of Nursing program, and throughout his entire coursework, he's maintained a 4.0 GPA. On top of this, during the COVID pandemic, he identified that nurse acceptance of technology was really integral for the widespread use in direct patient care. And so he has created his DNP project around this to evaluate nurse acceptance of ultrasound guided technology to locate peripheral veins. And in doing this, he's also an experienced nurse and nurse leader. He became the director of emergency services for Baptist Health in Lexington in September 2020. In which he's responsible for the operations of a 32-bed emergency department. And in addition, and like Dr. Blankenship said, he's also the appointed registered nurse board member for the Kentucky Board of Nursing and represents the Kentucky Nurses Association as well. So we are just truly proud of Mr. Ogle as a soon to be two-time alum of CHHS and WKU, and we couldn't think of anyone more deserving of this award. So congratulations, Adam.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dean Kelly, and thank you, Dean Boston. Adam, is there any family members who have joined with us in this virtual session?
Not this evening. I'm actually just leaving the hospital after a busy day, and I've blurred out the background because I'm overlooking the University of Kentucky's parking lot. So I thought that would probably be a little less time if we were able to watch that this evening.
Well, again, congratulations on winning this award. The last 2 years have been really hard, especially for health service providers. And each of you have helped wade through this crisis. Each of you have sacrificed a lot. And to that, we truly, truly remain grateful to nurses, healthcare practitioners, doctors who have risked their lives for our health and safety. And to that, we truly remain indebted. And congratulations. We look forward to hearing more from you. And so I'll take the opportunity to thank you again. We look forward to seeing you at the commencement ceremony next year. Thank you so much for all that you have done. We'll move on to our third winner from the Gordon Ford College of Business, Mr. Caleb Morgan. I believe he could not join with us this afternoon, but Dr. Mark Ross is with us. Dr. Ross?
I'm here. I'm Caleb today. So
Thank you.
I will speak on his behalf. I think his favorite instructor of all time was Dr. Mark Ross. So thank you, Caleb, for that. And I just made that up. Caleb, he was our outstanding junior. He's outstanding senior. He's our outstanding grad program student. So he was also the first winner of our McAdams Scholarship, which was a new scholarship that was created just this past year. So that was exciting for him. I'll speak on behalf of my own class. I had him in both intermediates. We covered 14 chapter exams, 2 comprehensive final exams. They were all multiple choice, given we were Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That was 420 different questions. He got 413. So to put that in perspective, our majors take an exit exam on the way out the door as an undergrad. It's 60 multiple choice questions. It's really an assessment project. So there's not exactly 100% motive to do as well as you can. You just have to do well enough. He's one of 2 over the last 27 semesters to get all those correct. And so then to finally put it all in what you would call excellence, the CPA exam has 4 parts. There's FAR Reg, BEC, and audit. He passed all 4 parts the first time. He was the high score in Kentucky on the first 3. and he only got a 95 on audit, which I guess wasn't quite high enough. So he's passed all 4 parts. He only graduated in December. He's currently working down at BKD and probably spending today, tomorrow, Sunday and Monday, finishing up tax returns for them. So he's one of the brightest kids we've had in a long time, and we've had our share of bright kids, and he's done well, and I congratulate him on behalf of our department and our college. So thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mark Ross. I noticed Dr. Dana Cosby is there. Would you like to speak as well, Dr. Cosby? Share a few words?
Can you hear me? Okay.
There's a feedback, Dr. Cosby, for some reason. You're muted now.
Okay.
We seem to get a feedback. I don't know if it's only
Okay.
me.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, this is good. Thank you.
Okay, great. You know, Caleb is the kind of student that, you know, we all remember at Gordon Ford College of Business, and we have been following his entry into his career. And when we talked about the graduate student of the year, faculty was in agreement that he was something special. And so we're really pleased that we're able to recognize Caleb today.
Thank you, Dr. Cosby. Dean Shook, I see that you have joined with us. Would you like to speak a few words?
No, I think they've said it all. I just would add my congratulations to Caleb and all the other winners.
Oh, thank you for taking your time to join with us. I'm not sure if I'm missing anyone from the Gordon Ford. I can't see anyone else on the screen, but this is an opportunity if any of you would like to speak a few words about your outstanding graduate student. Probably not. So thank you so much, Caleb. Congratulations. And Dr. Mark Ross, please do extend our congratulations from the graduate school as well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Our next student to be honored and recognized is from the Ogden College of Science and Engineering. And the winner is Athanasius Apostopoulos. Tom, I'm guessing you're with us.
I am.
Please do. Go ahead.
All right. Well, thank you, Dr. Kudali, and thank you to Western Kentucky University, the entire graduate school. I'd like to thank Ogden College and Dr. Smith in the Department of Biology, all the professors over here, and my family. I'd also like to thank my advisor, Keith Phillips, who taught me all I know and really made my time here at Western unforgettable. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Tom, so much. I don't see Dr. Keith Phillips, but I do see Dr. Carl Dick, the graduate program director, and Dr. Michael Smith. Dr. Dick and Dr. Smith, would you like to speak a few words?
Sure. Can you hear me?
Yes, thank you, Dr. Dick, for joining with us.
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry I don't have video right now, but and I don't have prepared remarks, but I would like to say Tom has been just an excellent student from day one. He's taught laboratories for our department. He's engaged in some very interesting and challenging research. He's been a great colleague and become a good friend, in fact. And we are very proud of him, and we wish him the best. I believe he's going to finish up early this summer. But many congratulations to Tom. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Dr. Dick, for recruiting a talented student and serving as a graduate program director. Dr. Smith, as the chair of the biology department, would you like to share a few words with us?
Sure. Just want to congratulate Tom on this award. It's greatly well-deserved. He's done a great job supporting as a TA in the biology department. He's done a lot of excellent research, gave a nice presentation for his thesis research. So congratulations, Tom.
Thank you, Dr. Smith. Dr. Webb, would you like to speak a few words as well?
Well, I will. I think that Tom exemplifies what we do best at WKU Ogden College, which is get our hands dirty, get in there and get the research done. He's published, he's very active in the department in terms of teaching, and he is just an extraordinarily well-rounded student, and we are proud to have him in Ogden College.
Thank you, Dr. Webb, for promoting research to graduate students in Ogden. I see that Dr. David Brown was able to join with us, and thank you, Dean Brown, for taking your time and in honoring Tom.
Thank you, Dr. Kudali. Tom, we're really proud of you. I can't add much to what people have said because they've said it right. We're proud of you, and you do the things that exemplify what we value so much, which is learning by doing. And so congratulations on this award, and all the best as you take your skills into the future.
And I don't know if there's time, but I'm
Dr. Phillips, thank you for joining. I just recognized you. Please
yeah,
do.
sorry about that. Sorry about the delay, but anyhow, yeah, I missed what was said earlier, but I can add a few things, I suppose. And I don't know if people have already said about his paper already accepted and being published in the Journal of which journal do we send it to? The Journal of Karst, Tommy?
Yep, Cave and Karst Studies.
Yeah, let me see. Okay, but anyhow, yeah, no, it's been a pleasure having Tommy in the lab, certainly. Hard worker. I mean, the analysis he's doing now with next generation sequencing data is pretty, I would say, pretty sort of cutting edge, and certainly should I mean, he is solid, evidence in support of a hypothesis on the phylogeography, species limits of this beetle, cave beetle that was thought of to be a single species, but seems the evidence is becoming stronger and stronger that it's 5 separate species. And certainly the caving we did over the last year and a half, in eastern Kentucky. I mean, we probably visited, I don't know, 30 caves, 35 caves, maybe more. Sometimes caves difficult to find, sort of difficult to sort of creep through some of these small passages. Actually, there were a couple of caves, one only I went into because Tommy didn't, this was early on in his caving career. He wasn't interested in going into because it was a pretty small sort of entrance and a bit sort of tricky when you got in with this very sort of flat passage and then a deep crevasse that dropped down about 15 or 20 feet to a small stream below. And then I remember another cave we went into. It was called Coal Dust Cave, and it was a pretty unstable entrance. Small crawl that sort of angled down maybe 30 degrees through sort of I'd say an unstable entrance. And then when you got into the cave, there was a lot of loose rock and stuff. Obviously, this whole cave was an interesting cave, I'll say, to go into. But anyhow, we were successful. We found some beetles, so all good. So yeah, congratulations, Tommy. I'm proud of you, and yeah, good things in the future for him, no doubt.
Thank you so much, Dr. Phillips, for taking time to join with us. Tom, I believe that your family members are here. Is that true?
A couple of them are, yes.
Sure. So please do, if you would like to share anything about Tom, you're certainly most welcome to.
This was all backlit.
So yes, parents here, we just want to thank Western Kentucky for recognizing Tommy. He's had a wonderful experience, and we thank you for working with him and helping him be successful in your program. Tommy, we're proud of you.
Thank you, Sam, for joining with us. I also see another family member. In the Zoom screen. Anyone else want to say a few words about Tom? Perhaps not. So thank you so much, Tom. Congratulations for everything that you have done and accomplished during your graduate studies here. I'm also grateful to the biology faculty and leadership that include the graduate program director, the chair, and the leadership in Ogden, Dean Webb, Dean Brown, for their support of the graduate program in biology. Thank you all. Our next student that we will recognize is Ms. Julie Sisler from the Potter College of Arts and Letters. Julie?
Hi, I just wanted to say a huge thank you to the leadership at PCAL and my faculty in the communication department. As I've spent the last year looking for what's going to come next and looking at PhD programs, as I've been talking to faculty at other universities, one of the things that keeps striking me is just how many opportunities graduate students have here at WKU and in particular in PCAL, whether that's through teaching or research or student leadership opportunities. I'm just constantly blown away by the amazing opportunities that PCAL has given me, and I'm forever grateful for that. So thank you so much.
Congratulations, Julie. I see Dr. Applegate with us. Dr. Applegate, would you like to speak a few words?
Oh, I didn't have the pleasure of working with Julie, but I know that communication produces top-notch students. So for her to be distinguished among that group must be saying something really important. So congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Applegate. Are there any faculty from communications from PCAL?
Dr. Joe Hofstall, communication. Wow, Julie, yeah, way to get that award. Julie is an incredible student. I'm her thesis advisor. Her research is incredibly important to the field of communication. She's looking at things like sexual consent and making sure that people understand it and what we can do to make that education better for everybody, which is an incredibly important thing in today's world. And she's being modest. She already has received full funding to a PhD program and additional grant funding to continue her research into her PhD. And I am immensely proud of her and so happy I've gotten to teach her. And I'll share one thing that I don't know if she remembers, but it's just a story that always stuck with me. And so I've known Julie for about almost, I'm a junior faculty member, so this is year 4 for me. And I've known her 3 out of the 4 years. She took my POP 201 course, and something that definitely showed her leadership ability to me is I had my students do group presentations. One of her group members fainted in the middle of the presentation, and she immediately stepped in, made sure she was all right, and just took control of the situation and helped out a fellow Western Hilltopper, and is just an outstanding example of what it means to be a part of this campus.
Thank you so much, Dr. Hofsfeld, for joining with us and speaking a few words about Julie. Are there any other faculty from PCAL that have joined with us this afternoon? Can't see all of them. Julie, are there any family members who have joined this virtual Zoom session?
I think one of the other faculty is on here.
Oh, sure.
Folks. Hi, Emily Adkins with the communication department. Sorry, Julie, I love you. I don't have the energy that Dr. Hofswell does. I have been in the unique position of having seen Julie grow as both a peer and as a member of the comm faculty. As a peer, like when I was in the graduate program with Julie, it was just a pleasure to be in class with her and to hear her insight. In class, she is engaged. She is wonderful at facilitating discussion. Truly just like a pleasure to work with. Also, as a colleague, we both have been teaching COM 145, and to teach as an instructor of record as a graduate student is amazing to see. But it's really just inspiring to see her care for her students. They are in turn so invigorated by her energy. They respect her so much. I have seen the hours that she pours into her students on top of her own coursework and research. She's developed her own lesson plans and student activities. She's offered private tutoring for students, and they see the effort that she puts into them, which in turn makes them want to try harder in her class. It is just lovely to see like so many smiling faces when we both get out of our classes during the week. And as a researcher, it's really inspiring to see the passion that she has for the communication discipline and for being a pioneer truly in emerging interpersonal communication studies. Like Dr. Hofswell said, Julie's work in consent communication is vital to the advancement of interpersonal communication, and it is just incredible to read her work. She has presented at several conferences. She presented at the Kentucky Communication Association Conference and the Southern States Communication Association Conference. I'm really just excited to follow her career as she pursues her PhD at the University of Oklahoma. Congratulations, Julie. We are so proud of you.
Thank you so much, Professor Atkins, for taking your time to join with us. And Julie, congratulations. We wish you the very best as you move from South Central United States to the Midwest. So we hope to hear more good news and accomplishments from you. And thank you to the communications faculty and the leadership in the Potter College of Arts and Letters for their exceptional mentorship. This concludes the 5 Outstanding Graduate Student Awards. And now we go to recognize and honor the John D. Minton Award. The winner for this year is Mr. Ahmed Khan Aydin. The John D. Minton Graduate Student Award recognizes a graduate student for outstanding contributions to the academic discipline and is named after the first dean of the graduate school, vice president, and eventually president of WKU. This award recognizes a graduate student's extension and application of discipline knowledge within and beyond the university. Select committee of the Graduate Council evaluated the nominees, and we had truly an outstanding group of students who applied for this award. And one name stood first, and Mr. Ahmed Khan Aydin's mentors and the nominees spoke very highly of his accomplishments. Ahmed, would you like to share a few words about your experiences here at WKU, and congratulations for winning the highest award given to an outstanding graduate student.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kodali. I really achieved more than I could have imagined just within 2 years I've been here. And it's all thanks to departments of mathematics, the faculty members, and the other members of my research team. They were the ones to make all our theory into the simulations and the codes so we could see them as well. But most importantly, I would like to thank my advisor, Dr. Raza. He has done more for me than even I myself did. So there's not enough words I can explain that. But as I said, it was a great honor to be part of the WKU and I achieved so much, not just in research, teaching, and many other things. Thanks to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Ahmed. Dr. Azar, do you want to speak a few words? I think Ahmed was very modest. He did not say how many programs he was accepted to, right?
Well, congratulations, Ahmed. You did an excellent job. So let me just briefly explain his research a little bit. So Ahmed's project, which is in fact fully funded by KY and SFF SCORE, so we thank for their support, financial support to support this project. He was about development. He was doing development of sensor design with increased sensing capabilities for multi-layer piezoelectric laminates. And in fact, those modalities, sensor modalities, can be used to be fed to an actuator to control overall vibrations on the laminate or harness energy from ambient vibrations. So this is a long work, but to speak shortly. So first of all, one of his findings in his project was submitted one of the top journals in the field of control and systems engineering. And in fact, it's going under harsh revision. So hopefully it's going to be accepted soon. And he's about to write and in fact finish another paper that's going to go to another top journal in the field. So he's currently fine-tuning his findings to improve the efficiency of the sensor design. One thing I can add about him is that he was able to collaborate with so many undergraduate students in the project. That's a different skill set not every graduate student may have, because he was not only mentoring those students, he was able to co-authoring, in fact, 3 other papers with those undergraduate students, in fact, one of which was already submitted, and then 2 of which are going to be submitted by the end of this semester. And Ahmet has been all over. In fact, he gave a talk at the Kentucky annual science meeting in October. He gave like a talk in the biggest mathematics meeting in the world, joint mathematics meeting, what we call in math. And he gave talks in Mathematics Symposium, Kentucky Mathematical Association of America's meeting. He's going to the Super Collider Conference in Louisville to give a poster presentation. And he's going to be in Vancouver, Washington in a few weeks to give another talk. So he's been all over in terms of giving talks. And if the paper that he submitted is published, then he's going to be in Cancun next year, which I'm not going to be participating most likely, but he will be in Cancun, hopefully in his new institution. So he got accepted to UMBC, and he got so many other offers that he had to turn down. Very good offers. And also one thing that I want to add, I think this is something that maybe future graduate students should also do, is like he was involved in many outreach activities, and he was the one carrying the flag of the SciEM student chapter in math department. And in fact, we were offering events for the whole university. So he was the one helping me organize those events. And one thing also I can add before I finalize my words about him, I met him back in Istanbul giving a colloquium talk. He was the one approaching me and asking for being involved in my research. So I sort of like, you know, found a treasure over in Istanbul, and then convinced him to move him all the way to Kentucky to join WKU. So I'm very proud of him that, you know, he came in and then he just made a great contribution to the field. And I wish him good luck at UMBC. Congrats on it.
Thank you, Dr. Oz, for your exceptional mentorship. Dr. Shugart, do you want to speak a few words? Please go ahead.
Yeah. So first of all, congratulations, Ahmet. You know, you've been an outstanding student in our department. You know, you've done a great job. You know, first of all with your research. And working with Dr. Oz. You know, you've done very well in your classes. You were an outstanding TA, even if you were only a TA for 1 year. And so his mentor got a KSEP grant to support him as an RA in a second year. And so, you know, everything that he's done has been outstanding. If there's anyone that exemplifies a statement, he will do whatever you ask of him. It's Ahmet. And so, you know, and whether that's doing something for his advisor, for the instructor of record as a TA, for his students, you know, and including, you know, like the undergraduates that he's doing research with, you know, and so, you know, as well as stuff, you know, for all the different things that he's involved in, including stuff like the science student chapter. So, you know, so again, congratulations on that.
Thank you so much, Dr. Shugart, for your role as a graduate program director and mentorship for Ahmed. Dr. Webb, you get another chance to speak about a fine Ogden graduate student.
Okay, well, it's always a pleasure to talk about our best students. It's always a pleasure to talk about our students in general, but Ahmed is a really special student, and I have watched him progress through research proposals, through teaching, through the NSF EPSCoR program, and he just, he just has it all. The Minton Award in general really is for a student who is just on every category, is just there. The student who you can depend on at all times. So I can't think of anything better to say. He was our Senate representative for Ogden College, and I will honestly say this because I really respect all the students who have held that role over the years, but he by far was the most engaged of all of our representatives we've ever had. And so that's just part of the kind of person he is. So we are very proud of him.
Thank you, Dr. Webb. And you touched upon something that the committee members felt. He touched his recommendation letters and his CV illustrated that not only was he an outstanding student academically, but he also served on the Graduate Council Research Committee working with the chair, Dr. Oakes, who is with us. He also was the rep for Ogden for the Graduate Council. He also served as a teaching assistant. So in part, he actually served as a faculty in a role like the tripartite mission that we do, teaching, service, and research. And so that was something that was really unique about Ahmed. And so Ahmed, congratulations. Dean Brown, would you like to add a few words?
Certainly. It's hard to beat what's been said already, but I will say, math is so fundamental to everything we do. And so the fact that you're contributing at so many levels means you're having a great impact already as a student. And this is such an incredible thing. We have invested in you and you return it many times over. And so we thank you for everything you've done as a student and everything you will do as an alum. And we can't wait to see what all that is. So congratulations.
Wonderful. Congratulations, Ahmed. If you could indulge me and turn your cameras, I would like to get a screenshot of this event so that we can save it for our memories, if you can. I'll give a few seconds, minutes. Oh, it's great to see family members. Thank you. Thank you for indulging with me. Wonderful. I will, on a count of 1, 2, and 3. One more. Count of 1, 2, and 3. Well, it's a great group. The deans are agreeing with me today. Wow. Thank you so much, each of you, faculty, leadership, graduate program directors, department heads, for taking your time to be with us this afternoon and for your exceptional mentorship. To those 6 students whom we have recognized, congratulations. Your graduate studies here have been very fruitful. You have received exceptional mentorship from faculty, and we look forward to hearing great things from you in the future years. Thank you for joining with us, and we'll see many of you at the commencement ceremony. And so enjoy the upcoming weekend, and thank you for all that you do to promote graduate education here at WKU. Have a wonderful rest of the evening, and so long from the graduate school. Bye-bye.